Hello and welcome to my first match of season 68, playing JNails. Barely scraped through last season to not get a demotion at the last match. Urkel ended up beating JNails in the championship match. Congratulations to Furkel. So yeah, that's how season 67 wrapped up. Now we're starting a new one. Hopefully it goes a little better for me and a little worse for my opponents, but we'll see. I was quite fortunate to not to even be playing in A this season. Whoops. Set up. Okay. I did that twice. This apparently that whole bar is a button and not just the thing that looks like a button. So we've got lots of landscapes. Rapid expansion is the setus. Okay. Here's the kingdom view for YouTube people. See how much I remember to do that. Druid, it looks, I mean, Earths and Wisps are like Druid, you know, temptations. Or things that make Druid tempting, rather. There's certainly time to build a little bit of attacking, some draw village, playing draw village. Flagship gives you a little extra money as you go along. Plenty of buy you could get from Tiara. Druid. Everything's here. Nothing's insane. I mean, the craziest accelerant stuff is just the flagship. Hitting 5 is not all that important. Relic, you would like a relic, but you don't necessarily, you're not in a rush to get one. I can kind of see the Druid, right? Because the Urskiff play is so decent. And if the money doesn't work out for it, Wisp plus buy Courtyard is decent as well. So I think you go Druid investment on the opening. The 4s are just quite good. I honestly not sure there. You may, yeah, I don't hate just taking the relic. The attack is certainly something. You can get, once you have guard dogs, the relic may not be too impactful. I don't know if I want a second investment. Obviously the trashing is kind of slow. I mean, I could go for like a Tiara as my essentially my alternative here for that. It would have been really nice to pick up a guard dog in here, but that isn't happening, so we'll just go with this. Like top deck a guard dog would be pretty nice. Guess JNails Druid missed the shuffle. But goes ahead and grabs another one right away. Okay. I could swap this Courtyard out. We could butterfly off rip here. What do I have down in the bottom? There's a Druid. And then beyond that, there's TR, I guess. Probably the cycling is worth doing this. I am certainly a little bit over terminal. 6 would have been nice because then it could have been village guard dog, but you know, it's okay. This could be some trashing. This would essentially just be a kind of a cleanup. Guys, this is unfortunate though to draw it with all these coppers and not say the estates or even an estate. Would certainly be pretty nice. But I think we just take the thinning regardless. And then there's a question of whether we want to top deck 2. I already have guard dog and courtyard down in here, so it's not that appealing. There's wisp as well. Anvil is fine, though not exceptional by any means. I'm gonna top deck the guard dog. There's a little more impact there. I don't actually know here if the rustic village is necessarily, I don't know if getting the prophecy going is good or bad for me, but we'll see. That's unclear to me. Anvil I actually am not in love with. Not that it's bad, but I'm just not in love with it, you know. This is really nice. We're well on our way now, which is cool. Love being well on my way. I probably want a flagship and a, what am I going to end up with, $6? Bit of a question here. You can get a lot of points off investments eventually, though you have to buy quite a few cards before it's really good. But it can be worth a lot, as much as a province, so. This turn is good enough that I'm almost... The rapid expansion stuff could be a little bit of a pain for... What do I do here? Let's get a flagship. And then we'll do Guard Dog Village for the other thing. We're pretty far ahead now. Or at least I'll say we're at least the half turn, like we've swapped the lead, I would say. I've trashed 5 cards. 5 of the 7 cards. Village Courtyard, okay. They didn't play the relic, but that's fine. Ooh, if we don't find, well, that's nice. We don't find, I was gonna say, we don't find the rustic village. This is slightly unfortunate. But not hugely. Because it would have been nice to butterfly something. I could have obviously played that differently, though I wouldn't have got the biggest guard. It probably would have been better to do it on the village, since I was already holding courtyard and guard dog. That was a little greedy on my part, to be sure. So don't have the tiara, which is unfortunate, but so we're gonna have. We could trash a courtyard. I'd rather butterfly it if I could, but. That was not as good as it could have been, though it was close. We were like short like a butterfly play, I guess, as far as butterfly player 2, as far as how that turn could have been better. I may pick up an anvil this turn. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe we go for flagshipping the druid. That could be nice. Can we get all the way down to where guard dog activates in time? We're gonna lose 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we're gonna have 1, so we'd be down to 1. I think we're short on that. So that being the case, maybe we don't. I think we're short. We would end up with, we'd still have a copper, guard dog, and those things. Yeah, we'd end up a little short of it. Let's just put a guard dog on top. I was gonna say there probably is still some gain in play you could do, but it's not really guaranteed. I mean, I guess if I took anvils, yeah, there's some stuff, but We're not that far from a 3 pile. I don't know that we have the overdraw. But we're not that far from it. Because you can change some of the flagship druid stuff. But it's probably not. JNails still has 1,000,000 coppers. Didn't play that this time. So I guess the question again is whether I need to prioritize draw versus... Oh wait, I didn't... I won't ask for it. That was so stupid. I don't know why I thought that was... That was so stupid. I think I'm still winning, but it was the dumbest thing I've probably ever done in this game. Oh my gosh. All right, let's refocus. If I had stopped before I clicked the guard dog, I could have done it, obviously, but I sure didn't. JNails may pile out here. I don't know how. Okay. How will I mentally recover if JNails just wins this turn? Will I be able to? That's the real question. There's still another... This is brutal. They have an anvil. They have a lot of money. There's only 6 guard dogs. They have a point lead. They can tiara. Okay, they gain an investment, which is something. It's not a pile out. But obviously the scoring is going to make my situation a little more difficult. That was so bad. I don't know why. It's unbelievably bad. If I had even just paused after I played the flagship, I could have got the undo, or even without the undo, I could have just clicked the relic, or not the rustic village at that point. They are lowering, which is probably to my advantage here. I'd be surprised if JNails didn't have a win. To be honest. There's also fleet. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to play this match now. Obviously I have to figure something out. I still have a good deck. It's just I have a bit of a points deficit now. So it's not over by any stretch. I just took a complete dominant lead and turned it into this nonsense, which is unfortunate. We are probably gonna see rapid expansion come out. I'm not totally sure where to spend my flagships. It may have been better off on villages. There's another one, right? Okay. Okay. I can also activate the rapid expansion if I think that's to my advantage in any way. Not really sure that it is. You get a point out of a relic. The relic also does, though, help with the guard dog situation for JNails, which I don't love. I guess I just get a silver is similar. Fairly similar. We could get a rustic village. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure which timing is better for the rapid expansion. Probably it's okay now. I may have wanted to get an investment. I don't know. I don't have to do it either. I mean, it'll happen probably at some point in JNails' turn anyway. Not my finest moment. Oh, I guess you can dodge it a little bit. There is an angle here where your fleet turn, if you gain a lot of rustic villages on your turn, then you have a bunch of duchies guaranteed on your fleet turn. That's a pretty good angle here. But JNails has dudded a little bit, which is nice for me. So like if I can empty the rustic villages, on my turn, that represents like 5 duchies, which is pretty nice. So maybe we'll have an out here. We should be fine for drawing. We didn't really add stop cards, and we've got draw and village set aside, so we have a good opening hand. So the dud is probably gonna get me back in a spot because I think 5 rustic village, assuming I can get them, which I mean 2 easily. 5 should be totally doable. It's going to be, if it plays out the way I think it's going to play out, it's going to be kind of cute in the sense that I think the game's going to end, but there won't be 3 piles empty. If I had to guess. JNails is going to just have to try and like score a lot, but fleet turn, but okay. I guess if we find a 2 treasures soon enough, we can run the we also maybe can return a village for a rustic village, as long as we buy the village back and do trigger the endgame stuff. If we can find a treasure, we could activate the guard, but also there's no reason to like risk it either. So, I guess you can, yeah, if we get another treasure, then we can even go for a further thing, but we've got to buy a village. I don't know how many duchies JNails can possibly get. I guess the anvil is worth more regardless. This ends up being pretty much the same. But So it's mostly a question of how many duchies JNails can take away here, I guess. I can certainly still buy a province. So what I said is probably not going to end up being true. The duchies will probably be emptied. But the flagships won't be, so how many more of these do I have? It's fine. I just need a province. I'm so paranoid about the oh man. The dud, JNails' dud saved me. That was so that was so bad. I got so lucky after that. It's not turning green. All right. Is there a new server? Or? Well. Okay, we'll do it here. I don't know where we're going. I got confused. Okay. Foray, Way the Squirrel, Artifice, blah blah blah. Artificer Ronin. It would be nice to have the 4 with the pouch. That would be pretty convenient. There's some kind of nice like artificer way the squirrel into Ronin stuff you could do. That would be cool. Yeah, there's actually a pretty, I mean, okay, it's not huge necessarily, but there's a decent gap between 223 and just 32 or whatever you get. Pretty sizable difference actually. So hopefully JNails doesn't have that, but unfortunately, well, it's not guaranteed, but JNails probably does have it. So it's not, again, it's not massive, but it's very good. I wonder if you get the tracker or if you just go double raise. I think both are pretty reasonable. To be honest. Maybe we'll draw Earth's Gift. Ooh, this is... Ronin would draw 3 now. One gives us a better shot at finding the fishing village, so I guess we do this first. Now we have... Okay, well, we bottom decked it, but... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna have the Ronin anyway, so let's go ahead and see what we get here. That's pretty nice. If I had enough for Artificer Fishing Village, I would have done that. But I didn't, so I didn't. Don't like the militia. That seems... Of the 4s, or I mean, I don't like it. But whatever. I guess it... Okay. Alright. It's not unreasonable. Because it mucks with their ability to do Wave Squirrel. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. I would like the pouch, so I'm gonna leave the pouch there. Yeah, if we are getting hit by that stuff, it makes sense to do this. Sure. Ooh, Earth's Gift is like the best. Force is pretty good too. Earth, though, is the best. JNails could probably get the rest of the fishing villages here in a move that'll leave me sad. I think is probably the play. And it can be done quite easily, so why not? Yeah, this is all a bit. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it this way. We're pretty hosed no matter how we do this. Frankly. We can chop a copper drawing up. We can play militia and do that, but well, maybe that's the play. Because we'll still draw the we'll draw like past where the Ronin would have been in deck. Up to the Artificer, potentially. And we may miss it. But yeah, we have a will-o-wisp. Some people don't have that. Yeah, the fishing village split. That's a little painful here. I don't know what you're doing long term besides trying to have artificers. I could get another raise and trash another card and still have enough to... I could get a gold. How good is that? I don't know. Probably not particularly good. But I'm a bit stuck anyway. I would say. Sure. Well, no, let's not do that. I just can't run through the I just can't run through the terminal cycles as often as JNails is going to be able to here. It's really that simple. Yeah, we'll top deck one of them. Well, okay, never mind. We'll just draw all of these things together. That's actually pretty bad. And I only put one of these on top. Probably should have gone with 0. I don't know what happened here besides probably Artificers and Raises run first. Maybe Artificers DL, maybe just DL into who knows. You could try to transition into Tragic Hero stuff, I guess, and just try to do provinces. I don't think that's terrible. You could play with Map Maker here maybe, but I don't know how to get that stuff all together cleanly, to be honest. But this is the issue: is JNails has done this and still has 4 actions left, and I'm not gonna have turns like that. I'll just be capped. So I guess the question is whether I would have been better off, and it probably is true. When I took this militia, just take a fishing village, get the 5 split on that. And if I decide I wanted a militia because they had a turn where they played a bunch of squirrels, then I could have gained one mid-turn, right? That would have been, I think, quite a bit better than what I ended up doing. So I should have been a little more careful on those gains. But that's okay. I wasn't clicking a terminal action with 1 action left, so we're really on the up and up here. JNails also has enough money that JNails can do provinces. and the artificers are going to kind of cleanly run through that just fine. I don't even know how. I mean, the fishing villages are money, right? That's how, I guess. JNails also has a really unbalanced. This is funny, Kingdom, because imbalancing on your fishing villages here just is nothing, more or less. It just honestly doesn't matter. But it's a little funny to think about. So we also have to get another Ronin now, I guess. I don't have to do anything, but I think we probably want another Ronin now. Come on, Wisp. So I don't think I have double. I'm at like 7. So if I can't double, should I gain a distant lands? What do I have though? Well, for one, I don't even have the pouch yet, so that's also a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Yeah, so it's better off just to get and play the thing now, because it's not gonna work out. I could have taken the tracker instead, I guess, or kept the tracker instead. If I had, it's just not gonna happen. None of it's gonna happen. we'd have to sit here and pretend like it's gonna work out. This is a very consistent deck once it's going, so JNails is gonna be a-okay. Field's Gift probably pretty helpful. Maybe not a huge deal, but oh, it gets a gatekeeper. That's cute. I guess I could have thought about a gatekeeper for trying to hit province, but that kind of locks out the distant lands angle, which really wasn't much of an angle to speak of anyway, but makes it more difficult for sure anyway. Buys and gains a province. It also locks out me getting a gatekeeper. Surprised they didn't hit double this turn, but you know, whatever. That's less scary, I guess, than I thought it might be. This particular turn. I do have one loose terminal, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I just get an artificer. Or what? What do you get here? None of it works. Because I still would have to get another one to get... I mean, I can get a duchy and play that line, I suppose. All right, raise. Or not raise, whatever card you are. How much will I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 14. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14-ish. I guess I can play this first and see. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's true. I already got forest, so I don't necessarily have to dig for that. This JNails is holding quite a few more coppers than I am. Could be problematic. Man, I hope it's problematic. We need some problems. We need some. Going for the pile out, I suppose. No? Okay. Ooh, the tragic hero angle is nice. I do like that. I don't know if it gets to you know, to like triple, but I do like that angle. I'll have to keep that in mind. I wonder if it's to my advantage to play the map maker and try and find fishing villages, because I am going to need that for anything I might do on my turn. Why does JNails have so much money? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What am I missing? Does Gatekeeper give the +3 the next turn? Oh, man, Gatekeeper is awful. I think it was a good gain for JNails on that turn. I just mean Gatekeeper is terrible. Next turn, okay, so maybe JNails can get to the triple. He's not doing something that quick, so maybe it's not at all guaranteed. Okay, well they've kept. Well, they're gonna buy more, so we can just wait and think about this. Okay, that's a good finish. That's a good finish. Yeah, I should have held off on the militia. I saw it and then I thought that makes sense because it stops them from using Wave the Squirrel. Or from getting much value out of Wave the Squirrel, which I thought was, you know, a good point. But it was not better than getting the 5th fishing village and then if necessary gaining the militia during the middle of my turn, which would have been doable, at least somewhat doable. I assume this is just going to be Silver Crucible for both of us. You could think about investment over Crucible. That wouldn't be crazy. We're going to hit those cultists. We're going to hit them hard. And somebody's going to be sad. Someone's going to be happy. I'll give you a hint at where that's looking at this stage, but I almost hit the pathfinding, but would have been okay. Yeah, I like the investment. I don't even know that the Academy is better than buying a Cultist for me. I could pretty well believe that it's not. JNails did bottom deck a little bit on the Cultists there. Oh, that was convenient. But I think we'll probably, and I'm drawing them at the top, which is nice. I unfortunately with the estate here, so if I want to buy pathfinding, which I sort of do, I have to kill. I mean, we could just go Cultist this turn also. It's not even really that clear which order you're supposed to do this in, but I am getting a lot of villagers also, which is cool. I think it's cool. Whatever. I don't care if anyone else thinks it's cool. It would have been really great to hit 5 here. I guess I have a ruin market anyway, so not the biggest steal ever, but Wow, the ruin library must have drawn into the cultists, which is crazy. Anyway, the cleanliness here is just going to be too much. For sure. I also get this. That's nice. Don't chain cultist. And actions. Let's go ahead and get the pathfinding. Well, that's not good. I would love a nomad. And about a lot of, I would love a lot of things. Put it that way. The cleanliness of the having the time to put in the investment. The trashing is not close, so this will be like Plaza Village, or you can keep doing those, I guess. That's fine too. I would probably have thought about getting one of the villages, but okay. That looks good. Did I ever buy a Nomads? The answer is no, correct? How many cultists do I have? Because this shuffle... If there's another cultist, we can see enough of it and maybe hit a ruin market. But there... Well, this worked. One, two... It sucks we still won't have $8 because we had to... We still have this stupid estate. Actually... Maybe it's better to try and do it this way. With some real miracle stuff, we could play a game here. But it's sort of insane. I don't know why all the nomads... I understand why some of the nomads, to be honest. I don't understand why all of the nomads. But obviously I don't have a deck that can compete in any way, so it's a quibble. Okay. That does feel like asking for a dud, I won't lie, but... Or a pseudo dud, at least. That's how it feels to me. You can buy province. Yes, I will. Wow, I have a lot of... Sure have a lot of... ruins, don't I? It's one of the neat aspects of my deck. All those ruins. I wonder if it was possible for the cultist to not draw enough. The Crucible cultist to not give enough money. They only needed 6, so Crucible and cultist was already good enough. It was not a gamble. Okay. There's Paddock. Paddock Triumph, of course, is quite good. How you are going to get here on this kingdom without somebody helping you. If somebody doesn't want to participate in your particular form of nonsense, that's not going to necessarily work out all that well. And otherwise, you're at pretty limited. Pretty limited. Could do mill. You could empty the mills. That would be your card that would give you a shot at getting the best shot at getting non-terminal paddocks would be trying to rush down the mills with nomads. You still have to buy like 6 of them. But you could buy mill while buying border guard or buying apothecary, I guess. So then that's a potion buy, so that's slowish. But you could. It's hard to hit 8 though with the buy without apothecary. It's like really hard. So I don't know how many turns it takes you to get all that going. And then you have to buy all the mills out before you buy Paddock. And then you just start it so you have the Paddock option so that you can do big triumphs. They are very big. They can become very big though. And you can do double buys. Like if you play 4 Paddocks or something and then do a nomad camp into double triumph, that's a good chunk of points. But you've got to buy a lot of cards between now and then in the interim. And I don't know if you have time for that. The main reason is actually desperation, right? So like if an opponent, I'm gonna play it by ear a little bit, but if you have several pirates and your gold density is really high, with desperation, it's very easy to keep hitting province. And you only have to buy like 3 pirates, and then the rest is just gaining golds and buying provinces. And it still leaves you some options for gardens. Well, probably not gardens, but I have 2 I would be pretty happy with. I would probably just go Pirate Chapel and call it a day. I wouldn't like be surprised if it turned out that the more built up thing just has enough time. That wouldn't shock me. Yeah, unfortunately, I do agree with JNails buy here. This is garbage trash. So that's a bummer. do have the mill. May hit 5 here. Now I kind of am forced into playing the mirror. Oh, I don't really like the desperation, but... So I would have to empty... So let's go over my plot, which is that I have to... Okay, so this is going to be not taking chapel even if we see it. I'm buying a pirate. This I'm not clear on if we take the trash or if we take the gold. It's basically a 2-card trash, gain gold. Probably need to up the golds. It's just going to be... We're going to have to win off the mill, probably. Because we're going to be so far behind on the curse split. But if we have the points, little points lead, and we may be able to be in a spot to take the province. We'll just have to see. JNails may have missed a window of like a turn as far as the build up here. I unfortunately am gonna have to desperation here. Actually, I don't really want, because I do have to stay on tempo of the provinces. I haven't got to activate while doing the other stuff yet. So this can miss in various ways. Have to take the gold. I can trash a copper. If I had tossed... This was a bad mill toss. I don't think there were really any outs where the copper was better. So that was just a bad toss by me. We're really having pretty bad luck on the pirates. So now we're at a just kind of where if we can trash a curse while doing it, we can do it. But and JNails didn't even have to, so yeah, the reaction windows here for me did not work out. Not at all. I did blow it by not having better threat and having trashed that curse. That was a huge mistake. I was just too quick on the mill into border guard decision. I guess I was thinking there was some world where the copper was useful for hitting 8, but I don't think there were. I don't think there were any actual scenarios that it covered. So unfortunately, it was just a big whoopsie daisy. Otherwise, I should have 19 points now. Okay. Doesn't even hit duchy, which is fairly brutal. This is a horrific reveal, by the way. To see the gold. And this hand is like complete garbage. But it does give us, fortunately JNails doesn't see it exactly. But this was, oh, I guess JNails does see it, never mind. It's a horrible reveal. The chapel being in hand, that sucked, because we'd have some plausible threat on trashing and mucking around there otherwise. How close are the gardens to being like good? I wonder. Because if they're not, I mean, I don't know. I'll probably just have to wait and see if it comes up. This is a good hand. So the garden's a little further now. Oh my gosh. This is so stupid. So mad. I'm so unbelievably mad. Also, this bottom hand here is like, the curses are here. Like the last card is the curse, I think. So stupid, so stupid. So now JNails can desperate. I mean, it's not 100%, but it's pretty safe. It actually is 100. Well, no, it's not. I could technically trash 2 curses and do it. It's not very likely. It's not like silly or bad to go for that at this point. And then I'm sure JNails will have the desperation hit. I think JNails kind of, well, I don't, maybe they had, certainly the Garden's hand was unfortunate for JNails. And I guess the second Garden's hand as well. But the pirate stuff did not draw nicely for me. And obviously the first 4 copper hand with the estate, it wasn't as bad. Granted that I had bought a mill, the 4 copper trash with chapel wasn't that bad. But messing up the trash on the curse, it may have, if I had done that right, there may have been a turn where I had a window where I could have done the desperation province. But then my reaction luck with having pirates time with treasure gains was just not good. And then I drew 4 golds in the last hand. Like, unfortunately, that's just the kind of game that is. There's things to get right and wrong, but it's still very much so kind of dominated by the... I wonder if you go for... You're going to have a total of 9. I guess that doesn't work. This is slightly better than my hand. if you're gonna pair it with Mountain Shrine. It's actually like significantly better, but well, it's one debt better. Could be significant. You could just double Shrine. And look for the Tanuki on the next pass, but I guess JNails just obscured his money, so we actually had the same hand in essence. What if you take another Mountain Shrine with your one debt? You're getting a village in. I would probably use the buck on another Mountain Shrine. But I would not use it on a poorhouse. You could think about it, but I don't think I would do it. This will just be a mountain village buy for me. I mean, or sorry, pay off debt actually. Yeah, let's do it. So certainly that worked out a little nicer probably for JNails if you get the draw. I think we pass here. Well, yeah, I mean, if you hit your King's Court with an action right off rip, then you're looking pretty good. So this is Mountain Village bottom decked. Wait, we can get this activated in time. That's nice, actually. I almost missed that. Very, very close to missing that. So well, the first cultist play is harmless for me, though of course the draw may still be quite nice. I'm gonna lose my mind if it's like first reshuffle King's Court cultist. We're gonna have some problems. The cultists can mess with the mountain villages. Like I said, the first rune is nothing, but I probably shouldn't have even bought another mountain village. It's okay, you can Tanuki them. Yeah, that's not unreasonable. But I feel like getting a gold mine. Powering up the mountain shrine is cool. Okay. Okay. Well, We could run the Tanuki, I guess, here. Probably better to buy a King's Court. Okay. So I think I want it more expensive. I'm not sure. There's something to be said for just turning it into Ruin Library, though also this leaves then the next ruin they give me isn't such a big deal. Poorhouse is probably pretty bad. There's something to be said for getting the estate into getting into better things. Come on, King. No. This is just going to be about Tanuki Gold Mine. I guess it'll be play Cultist, Tanuki Gold into King's Court. I don't know if there's more they can do. They have a mountain village. Maybe they can Tanuki Mountain Village into Tanuki and then draw the gold and do Tanuki Gold to King's Court. That might be better if there's still a mountain village in hand. Or even that like a couple times. I don't know how many mountain villages JNails still has. But you could do both of those things. Like you could gain 2 Tanukis here, or a Tanuki and a gold mine and a King's Court, which is going to be really nice. You probably won't have a buy, but that doesn't really matter anymore. Maybe enough to buy a mountain shrine, which would still be really good just for the draw. If you can pay off the debt and buy a mountain shrine, that would be nice. I'm not 100% on what's in hand though, but I think there are 2 mountain villages. I had 5 coppers still, basically. Well, my King's, no, it didn't hide, but this one's gonna be tough. This turn is gonna be good enough for JNails that I don't know that there's gonna be any coming back from it. Oh, they have a displace. I didn't even know they had a displace. That's, I don't like, I think displace is actually worse than Tanuki here by quite a bit. Obviously you get you know, you get to do stuff, but maybe here you go Cultist Mountain Shrine. You could also Desperation, I suppose. I don't know if you have. Okay, I would play with at least one displace for sure. Yeah, I like the Cultist Mountain Shrine. I was gonna really need like King's Court here to make this probably work in any way. And I have this, which is good, but you know, only so good. Okay, so I'm the one with the mountain villages. All right. Good to know. Good to know. So You can just get 5s here and buy a province. Last card's a copper. You can just king the Mountainville. Okay, we can do a little better. Last card is a copper, but no, we needed to draw the gold mine first. Of the 3 cards of the card we were gonna see, we needed. This is still better. It's not awful, but it's not exactly what I wanted. I cannot hit King. I guess if we had taken Tanuki, we could have. Well, no, that wouldn't have exactly. It would have worked for what I had in my brain, but I'm not sure it was better than what I ended up getting anyway. These are not a huge deal, actually. That'll help, but I think this turn kicking off with King is just going to be way too much, unfortunately. I can play the Ruin Library and see if we find another King's Court, but otherwise, I guess the most likely outcome here is that JNails is just 3 piles. The only thing that he might run out of is draw, but has still 2 more mountain shrines, so. And I guess the other thing is trying to get a King's Court going before the chain stops. Which I guess isn't gonna happen. But so it'll be just a second chain. That's interesting. Obviously, as long as JNails scores a little bit, that will also be nail in the coffin for me. I just don't have enough King's Courts. I simply don't. I only have 3. So whatever you want to do will be fine. Not like a million miles away from Curse, Ruins, King's Court pile out. You'd have to. You still have some Mountain Shrine plays as well, so if you took some curses first and then trashed a couple of them, a lone province would be able to cover the points fine. I don't know if there was a way to get these King's Courts in deck in time to do the... JNails never did the Tanuki earlier, so did waste a card's worth of draw, I suppose. Maybe it wasn't even possible if the Tanuki is already in hand. Maybe it wasn't ever happening. I could believe that as well. I mean, you don't want to take like 4 provinces. That's maybe scary. I don't think I can actually get it on that anyway, but at least be plausible. You wouldn't want to do that, but you could take a couple and it'd be fine and then wait for the next turn. I think would not be a problem for you. I don't know. I don't think I have anything to react to, so I'm going to be right back. Still don't really know what. There's still a Tanuki? This is putting you in the realm of the curse pile out. Curse ruins. That's funny. Oh yeah, and you can also net a bunch of money while doing it. Or net some money while doing it. I think it was already there on a duchy. I don't think the desperation was needed, but not on a duchy, already there on an estate. Yeah, that's not surprising that that was a finish there. And there may have been an order where you could, like I said, trash some of those curses, but who cares? Okay, cool. Love this website. Very, very good stuff. Okay, first. There's only. Can do research market square. That's probably pretty good. With some counterfeiting stuff, potentially some figurining. That's not bad. Whether you can successfully reveal tent and be happy about it, I'm not sure. I think I will take a silver just because I would like to buy counterfeit if possible, but JNails is going straight for the tent, which is interesting to me. I'm not. Let's super, super in love with that. I don't know how to make Sculptor be exciting. Maybe just gaining silvers is exciting enough. What does Patient do? Okay. I mean, I don't hate having some of the threat you can get. We'll say that much. I don't know how easy it is to do like a triple garrison attempt at whatever point. I really love the moat, but whatever. I would have loved to find the researcher here. Research. Yeah. Okay, this is good. That was a sort of sad draw. I guess maybe I'll be able to get you couldn't do this in an order that was really nice for you. There's no way to do that. Guess if I get a silver and I do find the It's a question of do I get to the other thing or not? This is safer. It draws a little less. Yeah, this was always the question. I mean, like, if I knew I was going to find those, there were some better things that could be done. Let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want 14 if we can get it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 14. So we can have 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 12. That's not enough. 1, 7, 9, 7. That's too much. 1, 5, 7, 10, 15. Maybe the first one did work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I think this is okay. I do get to play the hill forts on my turn, which is kind of nice. I don't have... I didn't weigh a turtle it or anything, so... the plus actions is not really there. But I am a lot thinner. Which has got to be worth something. I hope. And if not, so be it. Where is that garrison? Okay, here we are. Yeah, it would be cool to have it set up the correct way. So maybe I just go for that off this big research, 2 big researches. I may still be behind here in a way that isn't pleasing to me. Surely you'd probably take a province. I would be a little worried about 3 piles if I were JNails. I did kill a sculptor. It's interesting. I can also go for the double garrison this at the end of this turn, the double, quote unquote double, if I anticipate being able to 3 pile at the end of all this. If I anticipate being able to 3 pile next turn, which I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. We'd have to watch out for an estate pile out from JNails, I guess. But I have at least 3 of those, so if I'm scoring, well, I'd have to score more than whatever, but that's a thing too. We could just wait and have as big of a big on the counterfeit. I would like to not have created a pile out. That would be like really cool if I had to choose how I did this. That would be awesome. Probably should have played one of those market squares first. Most likely. I'm still leaving, if I'm leaving all of these researches, I have 1, 2, a lot of money. I think we can trash this copper. I'm not totally convinced that this was right. Okay. I'm just doing this without counting because it seems a little annoying to count at this point. So I could have done it without the gold gain, it looks like. So I'm going to draw like 15 and 16 of these. I think JNails is a little gain limited. Don't believe JNails has $48, but I also don't believe JNails can empty the researches and the estates and buy a province. That seems unlikely to me. Yeah, now it really definitely seems unlikely to me. So I can easily pile. What I can actually more easily do is just get half VP. But I can also easily pile. I think, right? How many? I would need 8 buys, I suppose. Let's just get the provinces and be done with it. We can get hit 40, right? That I'm actually not 100% sure on. How many market squares did I have? I would need 6. I think. Oh no, because I have the sculptor. I would just need 5. Just double checking. All right. Thank you for watching. You know what? Those were neat items, actually. I was pretty happy with that one overall. I thought those were fun games. JNails played well. The Pirate Chapel one, bit of a bummer, just kind of how it played out. But other than that, I thought they were pretty good, and we did some fun things. So hope you enjoyed watching it. And I'm also going to be playing Cyrix tomorrow, so I want to about the same time. So anyway, catch y'all later.